Hello, welcome. My name is Baba Yooba. I'm very excited to be having you with me today, where we will be continuing our very many discussion of wisdom of the ancestors, as taught us by Oromila, Baba Agoniregun. And today we would move on to understanding spirituality, the third part of it. Understanding spirituality, the third part of it. And I say that when you understand spirituality, you will know exactly how the ancestors became gods, or let's say how the ancestors became deities. So today, go ahead, invite your friends and family, send a link to them, share the video with them, and then the more the merrier. We have wisdom to take out of today's session, and it should stay with us forever. We're saying hello to everyone who is greeting us. Aboye Boshishe. Aboye Boshishe. Greetings to you, Lucky. Aboye Boshishe. Aboye Boshishe. Aboye Boshishe. Aboye Boshishe. By the way, we have a lot of announcements to make today regarding the African Spirituality Masterclass and also the upcoming African New Year Festival happening on the 3rd of July to 4th of July this very year, 2021, because that's the year we're recording this. For the people of the future generation, there are things that we are reviving and resuscitating, which according to the ancestors, that is how they did it. And if the leaders or the elders, so to say, are shying away by trading their art or their mind to the religion of the invaders, we should be the one who teach them what to do. Okay, somebody is saying anyway, so, oh, Omoyemi, I could deal with you. I'm a Jewish, well, Adara, well, women, she, women to Julia Moleo, women should be, when the Mashapagan get any fair no and whoa. Ká bá ti rí bí ká fẹ́ ṣe ń lóore ká má ṣapá gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ ò wọ́n mẹ́fù gàǹgàlé gòǹgò nìkan bá ti ṣetán láti help wọn o. All right, so that's Ijebu I just spoke there. Let's do veneration to the ancestors today. Ìbà alára ìbà jẹrò, ìbà ọ̀rọ̀gún ilé ìlá, ìbà àwọn tí wọ́n jáwé ká tó jáwé, ìbà àwọn tí wọ́n wẹgbò ká tó wẹgbò kí ìbà tiwa ó ṣẹ lónìí. We give kudos to the ancestors, the energy of victory, which is Ogunlaka Yoshin Mole, the energy of justice, which is Songo Olukoso Ayara Ina, Inoloju Ina Lenu Abakata Yeri Yeri, the energy of equity, which is Eshulalu, Eshulan Roye, Obelekun Sukun Keru Obelekun Elekun Sukun Lan Roye Nsege. We give kudos to the energy of fertility, purity, sensuality, Osun Shengeshe, Olu Lanyu, Awemewede, Kiba Tiwaushe. A good kudos to the ancestors that we can easily relate to. Ela Nikula Kokuti, Omilayo Ransom Kuti, Obafemi Awolowo, Nelson Mandela. We give kudos to every of our ancient ancestors. Either they ended their lifestyle in the sea through the transatlantic trade, or they are able to make it to the other side of the world, giving rise and birth to the African in diaspora, irrespective of what they did when they are alive. We venerate their energies today. May their energies and their wisdom reside with us, and may we do monumental things even beyond what they have done. And by the time we round up with this episode of life, may our own children also pick up where we stopped and be able to do much more than we can. And we get to a spot in our life as Black people that we are proud to say, we are Black, we are beautiful, we are from Akebulan, and we are Africans, where the dread of all of us will fall on those who antagonize us, who invaded our land, and they will go to their feet and ask for forgiveness. Ashe, Holy Bosherino. Thank you very much. Today we're talking about how the ancestor became gods, and it is the continuation of understanding spirituality. By the way, if you are wondering what is making the sound, this is what is making the sound. Share it, share it. So we can start. One of the very many ways that mankind can and will truly enjoy their sphere of life, or let me say the episode of their life. One of the very many ways that you and I will become God indeed, when we will not need the help of the God in the sky, but our own help, is to follow the way of the ancestors and how they got things done to the point of monumental achievement. And it is one thing which all of us most times have gotten wrong. That is winning. Winning. Every single element in life crave for continuity or survival. In the process of approaching continuity and survival, we are quick to leave out the concept of coexistence. Not just coexistence, because a slave can coexist with their master. Two countries at war can coexist on this planet, but we are talking about the absolute coexistence from the angle of coexistences. We are talking about peaceful coexistence, where each and every one of us crave to win together. Where every single one of us understand first that it is not your duty to write anyone out. Where we come from the perspective, when approaching each and every one, that what we owe them first is service. And the least or the last thing that comes to our mind will be judgment. Where we crave to win, not just alone, but to win together. It is the concept that is lacking in our present world, the masculine world, the new world order, which is giving rise to a lot of selfishness, self-centeredness, greed, covetousness, and very many schemes to kill, to steal, and to destroy one another. So this concept of coexistence is not limited to you living and I living, but how you are doing well-being. It is the lack of the concept of coexistence that instigated the invaders to write the world order in such a way that they put themselves at the top, put Asian below, put this, and then we put black below. It is not in right of anyone to say this one is better than that. And the universe itself have no concept of good, evil, bad, good, or whatever, negative, positive. The universe is neutral to all of us. allowing each and every one of us to live and let live, breathing at our own pace, achieving things at our own pace, and living life as we should. But the moment the concept of coexistence is lacking in our midst, then colonization colonization, sabotaging, what other words can I use? Encroaching, invasion becomes the order of the day. Because I cannot imagine that I feel that you are doing well in your own corner, but need my own approval to be a human. Then there is no coexistence existing in my mental faculty, in my concept. All there is colonization. And the concept of colonization is perpetrated or propagated by those who suffer a great deal of inferiority complex. When you want people to think the way you think alone, when you want people to dress the way you dress alone, when you want people to eat only what you eat, when you think they need your approval before they can become human, then what you are doing is trying to colonize them. There is no concept of coexistence in your subconscious. And this colonization mentality is not only limited to the white people who encroach Africa. It exists amongst us also, where the father wants the mother and the children to only obey him. So if you practice it in your family, now you are not understanding what spirituality truly means. A situation where the head of a religious sect want everybody to look at life only from his or her own perspective. Colonization. A situation where somebody in the certain arm of government want every other person to think only from his perspective, no consideration for other people's opinion. Colonization. And you know what? You suffer a great deal of psychopath and inferiority complex. People who have a lot to lose always guide all they have. And if you live in the world we are, and you are still scared of losing something, that shows your level of selfishness, because you own nothing. Nothing you have is truly yours. Nothing you have is truly yours. Ìwòwò làgbàdo ń wọnú ẹ̀gbádá tí fi ń di ẹ̀kọ́. Ìhò báyìí ni gúgúrú ń wọnú ẹnu, ó padà rìn wòwò wọlẹ̀ gbẹ̀yìn náà ni. So the length and breadth of African spirituality is to ensure that you live in your virgin state for the rest of your episode on this earth. What do I mean by virgin state? A state where you are clueless about what property owning means, what amassing wealth truly means, what greed, selfishness, lack of love within each other, self-centeredness, covetousness truly means. You lack that concept, you remain a virgin. You were born naked, you will die naked. You were born absolutely naked, and you will die so. Do you know that when you were born, you lack the ability to defecate until you took in the very first milk, the very first meal of your life? You were born with an empty stomach, even the inside of you practically empty. You came into this world naked. The beauty of the experience of this episode of life is that we are experiencing it in our nakedness, and nothing is hidden under the sun. So until you are able to take in some food, water, you don't have the ability to have remnant in your stomach. And do you know what? In there you give up the very energy within your body, your stomach is also going to be empty. I don't know if you have worked with dead bodies a lot or something. You should experience it. It is better to go to the morgues, go to the mortuary than to go for weddings. If you want to be wise, it is better to go and meditate at the burial site, cemetery, than to meditate in the bush. If you want to be wise, because that's your ending. That is what will become of you. So sometimes when I talk, I say, I don't know if I'm going to live long or live short. Somebody called me and say, Baba, you are scaring me and all of that. I say, I'm not scaring you. I know that we will all die. Why am I running away from it? Ọjọ́ tó o bá kú, ọ wá yá ìgbẹ́ gbígbóná kan. Have you cleaned dead bodies before? Everyone who died had to defecate before they give up this ghost. And at that point, the cycle is complete. Nothing you have truly is yours. You die naked, both in and out. So every food you have ingested, even the remnant of it, leaves your body, doesn't belong to you. If only you will sit down to look at your life and say, one day I will also be naked just as I was naked. You realize that the concept of trying to own people, control people, win others will not come into your subconscious. And if there's any competitors, the only competitor you need in your life, and that should be yourself. And it is not yourself like this, it is yourself in your head. If there's anything you want to be better of, there's anyone you want to prove a point to, it should be you. But spirituality has been mismanaged and misadministered to all of us, that we took it as religion. Religion wants to make you live your life to impress the outward things, the people around you, the folks you see, the members of your family, the people in your friends and circle of influence, the people. Religion make you focus on the external things that have no business with you. Spirituality make you focus on the within. What was my reaction to that thing yesterday? Can I react better to it today? As a matter of fact, have I left the realm of reacting to the realm of responding? That is spirituality. It makes you look inward of you constantly. But the moment spirituality is absent in your life, the concept of winning, I'm not talking about victory. You can be victorious over your addiction. You can be victorious over your weakness. But the concept of winning come in place in us. And when it comes to winning, most of us get it all wrong. Winning to a lot of people, according to the world order that we live in, is you being better than me. If you are going to be sincere to yourself, you realize that majority of the foundation of your happiness today is solely based on the fact that you are better than other people. You are a fool if that's how you live. In the process of wanting to become better than the other people, you have run yourself mad. You have developed the tensions you shouldn't. You have put yourself in so much endangered situation. You have borrowed money you don't need to prove a point you shouldn't to the people who don't even give a damn about your life. You are trying to win. See, the concept of winning will constantly put you on the edge to prove a point to those who don't give a damn about you. you voluntarily relinquish your spirituality to religion. You want to marry the kind of man that your friends, family are married. You want to marry, and the time they married, you want to live in the country they live in. Everybody is going abroad in your family, and you think if you don't step abroad, you are not winning. See, the concept of winning constantly take your eyes off the goal. The goal is to be a better version of yourself, not to be a better version of other people. Am I saying you don't need winning in your life? No, I'm not saying that. But the concept of winning is the same concept of enslavement. Let us subjugate them. Let us dominate them. Let our carcass be better than their carcass. Let them say the family of so is the best in this community. Ọ̀padà dìtàn ni o. Ọjọ́ ọba kú ló dèrè o. You will soon become a story o. If you like, don't enjoy your life. In the process of creating a story, are you enjoying the script? In the process of creating a story, are you enjoying the script? Some of you are not enjoying your life. You take life so seriously. Some of you live life as if you are training to take up an appointment in hell. So I'm going to tell you a story, the very first story for this session. It's going to be funny to you. I told someone before. Regarding those who want to prove a point to people. Oromila told us about a certain man called Mr. Do Good. Mr. Do Good. You see, Mr. Do Good wanted to prove a point to everybody. And so in that prospect, he needed to win. What was the race of Mr. Do Good? The race of Mr. Do Good is that he wants to be the holiest man that ever lived. In his mind, if he live a holy life here, when he gets to heaven, assuming there's heaven, he will be given the best mansion. Maybe his daddy Jew has told him, or bishop. So when we say, let's enjoy life, Mr. Do Good will say, me and you. We are not in the same level. I'm holier than that. When we say, let us travel the world around, you say, no. I live in the world. I only stay with the nature. I don't like to be with human beings. No. Me and you, I'm better than that. When we say, Mr. Do Good, let's have some beautiful sex. It is good for the body. You say, no. I can't contaminate myself with some low-level kind of thing, blah, blah. Grammar will start. And on this day, Mr. Do Good eventually died. When Mr. Do Good died, he opened his eyes and met himself in heaven. And he saw Ogunlaka Yoshi Mole. Ogun was wrapping some marijuana smoking. We are talking about story, fiction story, to prove a point. And Mr. Good immediately picked us. How can you, Ogun, the energy of victory, how can you be overcome by smoking addiction? And several things he was saying. And Ogun said, calm down, okay? Calm down. It's not that bad. Don't take life too seriously. And while he was looking for someone else to report Ogun to, he saw Shango making love to one of his wives. How can you? Don't you know that on earth, people are worshiping you? And some go look at Ogun and say, what's wrong with this one? Where is he from? And he said, I need to report you to Eledumare. Eledumare. Call me Eledumare. I want to report you. I want to do. How can you? The emissary, Orisha, blah, blah. And they said, no problem. We need to allocate your own portion of land for you and mansion. When Eledumare have space, we will book appointment for you. So let us check your name if you are worthy of entering into this heaven. So they checked his name. They couldn't find. A whole me, Mr. Do Good. How can you say you can't find my name in this book? We can't find your name. Seriously. I did good all my life. I did blah, blah, blah. I did not steal. I did not kill. All the 42 law of Mahat, all the 78 law of Orunmila. I obeyed everything. Blah, blah, blah. And they said, you see the mansions and buildings you see here. The list of them you can enter. You need to have committed 1 or 2 errors. See, the more errors you commit, the bigger your mansion. Because that will tell us that you are truly human and you live in this planet Earth. That all these mansions you see are made for humans. And we know human nature. They will make mistakes, they will make errors. But we have seen all your papers. There is no error, no mistake. Your life is too perfect. You are too good for this heaven. You can't enter. I can't enter. And he started blaming himself. How can it be so? I did all I could, yet I can't enter. And they say, you died in your room. No one has seen your dead body yet. So we will give you just few minutes to go back to life and do just one thing that is wrong. So we allocate that portion for you by the roadside. When Edumare is strolling by, you can see him. So he revived himself back to life. And then he woke up to life. He thought to himself, what bad thing can I do today? And he remembered Wasila, a woman who is a prostitute in that town, well-known prostitute, but madly crazy about him. This woman has been chasing him up and down. Mr. Do Good, even if you won't marry me, make love to me, be my man, and all those things. And he said, oh, okay. He went to the woman. Said, remember what you've been telling me, that you want me to make love to you. I'm ready now. So they went in with each other, did what they need to do. And remember, I need to get back into my body so that I can go to heaven now. And he woke up and he said he's going. As he was going, the woman dragged him back and said, Mr. Do Good, you don't know how much good you have done for me today. And Mr. Do Good started crying. Even this one is good again. Remember, he was sent to earth to come and do what is bad so that he can enter heaven. So you see those people who think they are too good in their own side. You see those people who feel that they are perfect, better than everyone. You see those people who are so self-centered, whose life is basically all about them, only them, all the time. They live in hell. Good people can make heaven. Heaven is for humans. And heaven is not where you go when you die. Heaven is what you create yourself here on earth. So don't be like Mr. Do Good. Be bad a little. Be naughty a little. Enjoy life. Prove to the Eledumare that you are truly human. we go back to how the ancestors became gods. You see, one thing is common amongst us all, and it is the fact that when opportunity comes to present itself to us, the first thing we think about is ourselves. But what the ancestors will think about is everyone else. It is the produce of self-centeredness that bring about slavery, colonialism, domineering. And what you don't know is that in the process of trying to be too good for everyone, in the process of trying to live life to the best without caring for others, even you are living in hell. In the process of saying you are better than this, greater than that, more preferable than that, to qualify for this, your life is already hell. Because the concept of winning should never be about a person. It should be about all of us. The only time African spirituality now permits you to care for yourself is when those you are sending rat to are sending snake to you. Ọba lékú sí wọn tí wọ́n ń léjò sí ọ, tọ́jú ara ẹ o. Take care of yourself. Every other time, look for the good in others too. Because you are nothing but a memory. So you must determine the kind of memory you are creating in the mind and subconscious of mankind. And look at it this way. One person is able to share your memory with 1,000 humans. Through the words of mouth. If you are a good person, they will share the good memories. If you are a bad person, they will share the bad memories. If you are holy, I'm not talking about Holy. No, that's not holiness. If you are holy, I'm talking about WHOLE. Holy. WHOLLY. Holy, when you are wholesome, when your mentality is focused on let everybody win, you are becoming God over that situation. A God does not impose his will on others, but allow them to be themselves. Holiness is not gotten by comparing yourself to yourself. It is not arrived at by separating yourself from others. Holiness is looking at people inclusively. And then you will stop having homophobic mentality. And then you will stop judging those who don't believe in what you believe in as those who are going to hell. And then you don't reduce this good you can do for others based on the fact that they bow to you or not. Then in so doing, you become God indeed. So your mercy is not dished out based on people's loyalty to you. It is dished out because mercy is to be dished out. Your forgiveness is not dished out because someone apologized to you or come to their nails to be worshiping you and be saying, I'm sorry. It is dished out because forgiveness is to be given. It is one of the ways to give. Forgiveness is also a way to give. So when your concept of holiness is all inclusive, let everyone win. Let everybody be free. You don't cater for people because of what you are going to get in return. Your definition of love becomes truly unconditional because irrespective of what you give and what you expect, love becomes constant in all situations. And it is the first thing you offer to people, irrespective of their color. And you wonder why the ancestors allowed the white people to come into our land. That's because they don't feel inferior within themselves. They are satisfied, they think or they believe that they have more than enough to share. They don't look at white people as white. It was the white people that brought color into the humanity. White people brought color into humanity. And so if they have decided to play the game that they are white, we'll tell them that we are black. Let's say the one that can tolerate. Let's say the one that is more rugged. Let's say the one that can outlive. Let's say the one that don't go wrinkle. Let's say the one that don't go back. Let's say the one that doesn't age. Let's say the one who can withstand cancer. Let's say the one who can withstand the sun. Let's say the one who can be rugged enough to have their gene 100% complete. Let's say the one who can do monumental things. Let's see the one who is truly spiritual amongst us. If they want to play the color game, but we won't play color game. We will absorb all of it because they are children. So African spirituality does not give you right to discriminate against others or to take vengeance or revenge. Every black child must know that he or she is the father of mankind. That mentality must stay within them. See, it doesn't matter if they take your kind gesture for granted. Let it be between them and the universe. They will reap what they sow. But every single black child all over the planet must understand that they are fathers, they are mothers of all mankind, and so should treat everyone as so. We don't welcome you into our midst because we are foolish. It is not your umbrella. It is not your mirror. It is not your bicycle. It is not all those things that made us welcome you. We welcome you because we believe that we are your parents. And if you have chosen to use your left hand to point to your father's house, then you know you are living a bastard life. Let it be within your conscience. I speak to the white people now, but I speak to the black people also. Don't play their game. Don't stoop low to their level. Don't go down there. Don't bring about supremacy. Don't deal with them with hatred. Let love kill them. When you see yourself that way, you'll be able to manage the emotion of others. Your ancestors, they know this. They know this so much that what they practice is a compound setting kind of family. Everybody live together the same way. You go out to kill a bush rat, I go out to kill a giraffe, you go out to bring vegetable, I go out to take palm wine. We bring all of this together. What you brought might not be what you want to eat at night. What I brought might be what give you appetite. Everybody set a table before them. Long table, pick what you need. We grew up in the days where everybody must eat from the same plate. Same plate. It is compulsory that we eat in the same place to promote love, unity, and harmony amongst us. Everyone win together. Spirituality starts by looking at yourself from the perspective of a caretaker. I'm not talking about a dominator or conqueror. I'm saying as a caretaker of every other element around you. You can't love dog more than human being. You need to get your sense right. Some of you love your dog more than a human being. Some of you are so addicted to the dead more than the people who are alive. Spirituality doesn't teach us that. Some of you would rather put all your love in nurturing a tree more than a human being that needs you. And this seed of hatred that has been sowed amongst us, that make us feel that the winning of a black person is not the winning of all black people, must stop. Let's come back to the table, the drawing board, and see that if one member of a family is winning, then all members of the family is winning. When one black person is winning, then all black people are winning. It is for all of us. You see, the divide and conquer stuff that they sowed among us has made us betray the best of us to the weakest of them. So I'll tell you a story again. A certain child who have decided that he's going to be an athlete honored a race, a competition. And he wrote a letter to his mentor, an elderly man, to come witness it. Come and see my win. And the elderly man was there. With the first competitor, the child won. Everybody was clapping. Ooh, wow, awesome. Second competitor, the child won. Everybody was cheering on, except the old man who was watching. The third one, he won again. And the old man wasn't moved. So he went to the old man and said, I brought you here to witness my win. But everybody is cheering on. Only you, indifferent. Did I do something wrong? And the man said, no. But I really want you to win the real race. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pair you with a blind man by your left and a very aged woman by your right. I want you to compete against them. So they set them on the track and they said, go. And the child wanted to impress the old man. A twinkle of an eye. Ran the race, got to the finish line, raised up his hand in expectation that the crowd will, and the man will also applaud. Strangely, the crowd did not clap for him. No applaud, no cheering on, indifferent. Everybody was quiet. They were gravely quiet, including the old man. And the boy went to the old man. I won the other race. And I won this one too. You said this is a real competition. And I won against those people. But not only you this time, even the crowd are not cheering me on. And the man said, you are forgetting that fingers are not equal. But the hand carry all of them and treat them the same way. You are forgetting that men are not of the same size, but the earth hosts all of them and give this one the food as it will give that one the water. You are forgetting that our mental disposition towards one another are not the same. Some are good, some are bad. But the sun will bring rain over everyone. You are forgetting that winning is not about you. Winning is not getting to the finish line. Winning is ensuring that you put into consideration the inability, the inadequacies, the lack of exposure, the slow learning, the insufficiencies of other people around you, and ensuring that you spread your own strength towards them too. So this is how to win the race. Go back. Hold the woman by your left and hold the man by your right. And whatever pace each and every one of them dictate, go at that pace. And the boy said, that wouldn't be a race at all. And the man said, yes. The only race is human race. And it's not won by running. He went ahead, held both of them, They were walking, dragging. He needed to also carry some. And immediately they got to the finish line. The crowd started crying, shouting, applauding him, doing all sorts of things, jubilation everywhere. And the boy went to the man. Who are they applauding? Of all the three of us, who won? Because we got to the finish line at the same time. And the old man said, all of you won, but you facilitated it. So the celebration you hear is the fact that you allow other people also to win. So while the celebration is coming, it should not be distinguished or distinctly directed to one person. Always allow the credit, the kudos, come to you in a state of confusion, not in a state of expectation. Because when you allow others to win you, when the credits are coming, you don't know who the credit is going to. Do not be bothered about who don't recommend you. Be bothered about those who recommend. And either they pay you good for evil or evil for good. Still make it a point of duty that you reconcile within yourself, that you did your best and absolutely became God over that situation. And the boy wept, he cried, he changed his mind forever, that if others are not winning, then I don't think a victory is possible. If others are not getting to the finish line, then my victory is going to be a lonely victory. So what is the essence of being at the top when you are there alone? What's the essence of having all the riches and wealth in the world and secrets of making life comfortable when only you enjoy it? Are you not a mad person if only you are happy out of all your family members? Are you not a mad person if only you prosper out of all your friends? Are you not a mad person if your wife is not prospering as much as you are prospering? Are you not a mad person if all you look at is how to be the one they will come to come and beg, 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 beg all the time? Africans, wake up, learn how to share with yourself. Are you not a mad person when only you put on clothing in the community of people who are naked? How relevant is your money when everybody around you are poor? How peaceful would you be when you are eating when other people are hungry? Can we win together for once? Understanding spirituality, how the ancestors became God. Can we together win together? When the consciousness of one is the consciousness of all, when we are black, when we are beautiful, when we possess Alkebulan and we become Africans indeed, when there is no difference between the Ghanaians and Nigerians, Cameroonian and the Nigerian or South African and the Eastern African, when we don't discriminate against ourselves, even though we belong to the same source, when we don't think first on how to put the children of our mothers and fathers down, when we come together to make the world tremble, when we share so much love within ourselves that it is difficult for us to think about hatred towards any kind of human being. And so we will get leaders who will serve people. We will get politicians who have that humanitarian concept within them. We will have set leaders whose mindset is always about making people prosper. We will have people in the place of power that make laws that governs people and help them better. And we would not need heaven again because we are not creating hell for ourselves. And we will not need a better place to go to when we die. And we'll be eager to come back to this world because we have created the heaven we are looking for. And everyone is playing God where they were by serving one another. Hold the aged woman by your side and the blind man by your right. Win together the accolade. The kudos will come in multitude. And you can share the credit together. And you can share the credit together. That is what African spirituality is all about. And that is how our ancestors got to win. There was no war in any heaven. Eshu was not fighting Eledumare. Shango was not fighting Oya. They were not busy fighting each other. Everyone was growing at their pace because each one is looking at the back of everyone. Everyone is looking for the good of others. How the ancestors. became gods. How the ancestors became gods. You have been written off by the society that those who practice African spirituality are demonic. They attack each other. They test bad science on each other. Can we write that stories? Can we change the narrative? Can we make our life worth living for people? Can we make our life very attractive for them? Can we live a life so beautiful that people are so we magnet them in your local community? Not only when we come together, wherever you're found, are you looking for the good of others? Without forgetting that the universe that is the source of all mankind is regulated by one single law. What you give out is what you get in. What is your gain for producing evil? Knowing that evil comes to you in multiple fold. It takes the same energy to smile to also frown. It takes the same mind to conceive evil to also conceive what is good. Can you use your mind rightly? So trust can return amongst us. So love, unconditional love, can return amongst us. So progress can come back to us. So Black people can be enviable indeed on this planet again. That's my teaching. That's my message. Understanding spirituality, the third part. Understanding spirituality, the third part. We have an important notice for all students of African Spirituality, Stream 1, Masterclass, that our classes has been shifted from Saturday, 8 p.m. to Sunday, 5 p.m. onward because of consensus gentium. Consensus gentium means general consensus, because we saw the way people are able to attend the last one we held on Sunday. Most people at home, relax now. So our African Spirituality Masterclass, now we are going to Module 3 this Sunday. We'll be holding. The credentials to access the class will be sent to all students via their mails, and you'll be able to join the class 5 p.m. Nigerian time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, Sunday alone. That is the notice. We are also using the medium to tell people that come 3rd of July, we're having our African Spirituality New Year Festival. We are starting a new year again, the month of Agema, which is also in Gregorian calendar called July 3rd. So for as many that are willing to come home to join us in that celebration, it's going to be happening for 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday, 3rd to 4th of July. We have agenda on how we can maximize the whole thing. And there will be tourism to monumental places, all these ancestors we've been talking about. You'll be able to visit their hometown, their compound, and all in Nigeria here. And I'm also making the announcement to you that we no longer do consultation through our WhatsApp again. We no longer do consultation through our WhatsApp again. You can just go to https:/whatever they call it, t.me/Yooba. You can just watch the information scrolling. All consultation now hold on Telegram. Because we noticed that we need to talk a lot, and the Telegram audio is better and also more secured. So if our phone is hacked, information could leak, but this is stored in the cloud. So it is Telegram. Telegram alone, that's where you can have consultation now. Check the information scrolling below. How to get to my Telegram, personal Telegram, you see. And also the other Telegram information showing is our shrine, our online shrine, where you can be part of our group, mega group there. So that's all about it for the announcement. We'll now start taking questions, and then we round up. Somebody say he's feeling emotional right now. Don't be emotional. Let's just get to work and revive a culture of oneness back, the unity, winning together. They say àjọṣe òdùn bẹ́nìkan ò ní ẹnìkan yìí sì jẹ́ kí ló fẹ́ àjọṣe òdùn bẹ́nìkan ò ní ẹnìkan yìí sì jẹ́ kí ló fẹ́. It is impossible for one person to have all the money and we expect the community to grow. Ẹnìkan yìí jẹ́ kí ló fẹ́ o. Let's spread this wealth. Let's create our own employment. Let's create our own Wall Street. Let's show them what Black power truly means. Let's prove them wrong that we can be united. Let's collate our finance together to help ourselves. Let's create our own satellite. Let's host our things by ourselves. After all, Black people have been used over time to create most of the technological advancement we have in the world. When it comes to living in space and going to space, they don't remember us, but we can help them get to space. All right, so question time now. Those who have questions, if there's no question, we can just call it a day. What do you say? What is the difference between the two issues? They are both the same thing. They could perform different functions. Marilyn is saying, is it wrong for me not to sponsor my nephew, wife, to come to the US? It's not wrong. It's not wrong. If only you know how to take over the world, you know that the more the merrier. It doesn't matter if you help a taxi and get your reward from a boss. It doesn't matter if you help a boss. I'm talking in terms of size. The fact that you are helping this person and they don't help you back in return does not mean that you have not done what is needful. And help doesn't have to come to you the way you gave it out. You don't do good because you want a reward. You do good because you are good. You don't do good to people because you want to be done for. You do good because you are good. Are you a good person? Don't stop being good. Don't say they have taught me to be wicked now. It's because you are wicked. Don't be taught what you are not. Don't change your personality for others. And what you guys don't know is that people are power. Knowledge is knowledge, power is power. You gain knowledge through reading, you gain power through people. Imagine flooding a certain territory and you have more percentage of population than people there. You will surely rule them at the end of the day. And the Chinese folks flood Africa and every African begin to look like Chinese. Forget about it, Africa become a Chinese country. The same thing. You have gone abroad, you think life is better there. You want everybody to look at you and beg from you so that you can maintain relevance. What you are struggling with is inferiority complex. You need to check your complex. You have problem. And the more the merrier. If the opportunity is within you, help people. Some of you have helped some people. They're about to get close to where you are. You go to close the paper in immigration. You go to write letter. Eat the paper now. Go and eat the paper. Huh? Did they tell you that they can't make it anywhere else? Did they tell you that if you don't help them, someone else cannot help them? Go and eat the paper now. Become the immigration or custom officer in that country. Alanka share opportunity to me. Some of you who have issue, and because you think you brought somebody into the country, go and report to immigration to send them back. The idea now, even you in that country, you are not a first-class citizen. When they are counting animals with horns, and you, a snail, is coming, you will now know that you and the person you got deported are still in the same level. You think you can threaten people and all that. The more we are, the merrier. We can win together. If you have opportunity, it doesn't matter if they are your family, if they are not your family. If you have the opportunity, help them out. After all, you came naked into this world, and the universe will ensure that not only the clothes on your body or the breath in your mouth, but also the food in your intestine is taken before you give up this energy in you. O tí kú rí ló ṣe mọ̀ pé o já mọ́ kankan. The day you want to die, apart from your life flashing before you, every food, every water in you, you will pass it out. You can't go back to where you came from with what you did not bring into this planet. You will go empty. So when you die now, will the paper now take you to another planet afterlife? Orí ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ jí bàjẹ́. Any small thing, I will call immigration. Any small thing, I will call police. Call police now. Call police now. You are still living in a country like a prisoner. You are calling police for another person. Ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ń pe ẹlẹ́wọ̀n lẹ́lẹ́wọ̀n. Ẹ wá lọ ń wago fúnra yín. Gbà ipò yín ti yí. All right. So I watched one of your video on water, and you mentioned that a class about water will be coming up soon. Please, when should we be expecting? We are hopeful to round up the African Spirituality Masterclass, the stream one, by the 1st of May. Immediately after the 1st of May, before the end of May, we'll be holding before the end of this month, we'll start publicity around the day we are holding the mastery class. It's going to be a private class, a paid private class. So we'll start working on that right away. All right. Somebody say, what of if someone lied against one and you lose your job in the process? Also, you know the truth to implicate the person and others. What should one do? No, you don't. Agúnbàjẹ́ ò lódò o, ẹnu lódò agúnbàjẹ́ o. See, the fact that people hurt you does not mean you should hurt them in return. What you will hurt them is in their body. The problem they will face is in their body. They have created evil. They will see evil. Àwọn tí ń ṣe wèrè wọ́n rí wèrè. That's how to be a god. How your ancestor became God is that wọn ò foró yaró. They are not vengeful. Everybody is not saying you have this chicken has thrown away my medicine. I must kill it. When we will kill each other, we will mess each other up. See, in your part, the fact that you forgive and you let go does not mean the universe has forgotten you. I hope you know. The fact that you forgive and let go does not mean the universe has let go. When their repercussions begin to come, even you will beg for mercy for them. I love it when people betray me and hurt me. I just look at them and just oh dear, why did you do this to yourself? Because they will regret. They will still regret. So I will advise you to just let go. The limitation of people's knowledge will make them feel they are smart by hurting you. They don't know they are creating a bad node for themselves. A bad node for themselves. Another question is saying, but Baba, after you forgive someone, is it normal to remember what they did to you from time to time? Does that mean you have not really forgotten? No, it's normal. Except you are brain dead. What of the good they have done for you? Do you forget totally? If you can remember the good someone has done to you, you must also remember the bad they have done to you. But what will you do with the memory? Are you going to react or you are going to respond? You say you step on your toe. Go and cut your toes now. You don't want them to step on the toe. Go and cut the damn toes. As long as you got toes, people will step on it. So when people hurt your feelings and do things to you and you forgive them, see, the mistake we make mostly in life is that we think because we forgive someone, we should be friends with them. Imagine an armed robber coming to burgle my house. And you think because they are caught, I should not still secure my house better against future occurrence. I can forgive you and not be friends with you. The fact that I remember even shows that I'm human. The fact that I have feeling means that I am human. I'm not Mr. Do Good. So it's okay. It's totally okay to remember. You can forgive, you can move on, but then even if you don't forget, that's not your allow time. Only time will erase memories from you. The only thing that erases memory is time. You can't force the memory to go. You can't force yourself not to remember those things. Time will tell. The effect of the pain will be reducing and lessening as time goes on. Are you not in this life with us? That boy that say he will marry you in secondary school and you are head over heels for, and you steal your mother's rice to go and give to, see your mother provision to go and give to. When they broke your heart, did you not feel like dying? Have you died? Have you died? When you remember, do you still feel the kind of pain you felt that time now? You have moved on. Time has healed you, but your brain is not feeling the same shock as before. Some of us even thank the universe that some people that we ask out did not grieve for us. You ask some women out in the past, they look like demigod. But now you see, you meet them now. You'll now be wondering, so if I was the one that married you, this is how you'll be looking, like Olumorok, Gele money, big gari for. You will now be thanking your star that what you think is a disappointment, actually is a blessing in disguise. Kẹlẹ́rù wa gbẹ́rù ẹ̀, búrẹ́dì Agége ti dé, ó ń yọ́ bọ́tà búrẹ́dì ní kó máa kórè ẹ̀ lọ. Some of you, if you are not going to lie, you are thankful for that you did not get involved with some people. Some of us are thankful that we are sacked at a point in time. Imagine I have a paid job that I have to resume to in the morning and close at night. How would that be useful to you? How would that be useful to you? But when I lost my job, I was sad. I passed by one of my last office, which I left in 2017, and I cannot be bribed with 1 million naira per month to come and work there again. I will never go. But when I was leaving that prison, it already felt like home. So you need to experience freedom. That's when you know that a current state of your life should not determine the old memoirs, or let me say, the old concept of who you are. Time will tell. Time will tell. Some of us have married people that when they left us, we felt like our world we tear apart. But today, when we remember they left us, we are thankful for the ancestors that it happened. Time will tell. When they say time will tell, it's not a joke. Time will tell means time will tell if you'll be grateful or not. Time will heal you, don't worry. But you can still remember. Baba, there have been so many individuals with use black wealth building as a way to scam innocent people. Kindly rephrase that question. Rephrase the question. Ifa talks about two religions of Islam, Christianity, an example, and Ifa priest's son who is versed in Ifa after going to Igbodu was there. Okay, an Ifa priest's son who went to Igbodu was told in Igbodu to change to Christian white garment religion. We have not denounced. We have not stopped talking about those who have not left the region of Invader while still practicing Ifa. We have not said that there are not people who are professionally stupid to have compared Ifa to the region of Invaders. We have not said there are no ignorant people who do not understand what the Bible means, what the Quran means, and felt like it is the best thing for you to. When people are fasting and Oshun is telling them to go to Isheshe, somebody is saying Ifa said they should go to Christianity. It's wrong. You will go to so many Babalawo, after they do what they need to do, they will now say, in the name of Jesus, they pray. It's wrong. It's wrong. Or wrong. Or wrong. What do you think about black people who claim to be of Jewish origin and faith, even with no proof of this origin? They are not black people. The skin does not determine if you are a human or not. What you do determines if you are human. So we now categorize you. They are not black people. They are mad people. Because Jews are not claiming to be black. Only black claims to be Jews. And those ones are even too far. What about those who say they are spiritual sons of Abraham? that they are spiritual Israelites. They are spiritual this and that. Mad people everywhere. I feel no pity for them. I feel no pity for them. Even though we are gods, do we bow down to one power, one creator? No, we don't. We don't. At least those who listen to me know they don't bow down to anything. Even I bow to nothing. As beautiful, as awesome, as great as the sun is, which is the source of life, I don't bow to the sun. I'm not a Muslim, I don't worship the moon. I'm not a Christian, I don't worship the sun. I understand I can manipulate and use these things to my own advantage. Even dogs don't bow to suns. Why are you behaving less than a dog? Abi? I don't get. I can look at the moon and say see what the moon is saying and use it to guide my life. I'm not going to go to moon and say, moon, I bow to you. Or look at the sun and say, okay, I bow to sun. No. You know what I bow to? I bow to the extent of good I can do and also the extent of evil I can do. So far, so good. Sun has not killed anybody. Moon has not killed anybody. Human beings kill each other. So we call you Orisha because we know what you are capable of. So when I see you and you bow, even if you don't, I bow to you. And when I bow to you, it's not because I'm a Yoruba man who respects you. I fear you. You are still smiling and laughing. That's because you have not been tampered with. The moment I know the extent of evil one human being can do. I know the havoc one human being can. So when I see you, I bow to you and say, oh, Beleo, oh, shao, oh, shao. I know you hate me. Say, don't kill me. Hatred is free, but don't let it lead to you killing me. Thank you. Thank you. Any other question, please? So we can wrap. Someone is asking, what do we post our questions here now in the comment section? I'm answering the questions now. I'm answering the question. You don't know what human being can do. If you know what human being means, you don't need God. Those guys, they will be killing you softly, and they will be redeeming you softly too. Àwọn ọmọ òun ṣe mí òun gbà mí àti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tí ń ṣe ju tí ń gbà ní. Àwọn aríbánijẹ́ àgbọ̀nṣàlẹ̀. Àwọn ẹni a pè kó wá jẹun tí ń múni lọ́wọ́ dání, tí ń wọ́nà tí ó fi gbẹ̀ní ẹni. Èèyàn nìyẹn. Èèyàn rororo bí inú alẹ́, èèyàn rororo bí omi òkun. Bow to them, oh, leave sun, leave moon, leave all this God in the sky alone. Bow to human being. Kọjá òrọ́nà lọ. About what is the most effective way to build our divinity working with our Ori and ancestor? We have done that. We have thought about the theory and all. You can check the YouTube session and get the answer to that. Get the answer to that. The problem of people is that they still, even though they believe that they can do and undo, they still want something to blame. So they created God for themselves. They know they can do and undo, but they need something to take responsibility for their action. So when they do what is good, they say it's God. When they do what is bad, they say it's devil. Always shifting blame and responsibilities. Human being, very dicey people. Very dicey. Very dicey. Someone is saying, what do you think about us, Ifa people, taking vaccine? What do you think about us, Ifa people, taking malaria drugs? A newborn baby, do you know how many vaccine a newborn baby needed to take under the age of 1? Was there any drama? Every single outbreak that has come, when vaccine come out, the same way you people behave right now, that they are trying to do antichrist game for you, that's the same way. Or they realize that, why are they taking polio vaccine? Why are you using drug for typhoid? If you can do Ajesara, all those local medicine, vaccine, all those protection vaccine, why not vaccinate yourself against other form of diseases? So the person is saying you don't want, then just get out and don't disturb me. You already make up. Why are you asking me a question of what you don't want? Are you a baby? You are not a baby now. You are an adult. We have not preached to anybody to take it or not to take it here. If you don't want something, that's your that's your business. You don't take it, but don't come near me. Don't take it, but don't come near me. Akoshi arebami. It's choice. We have answered this question. We have answered the question. That's part of what we are saying. People should be given freedom to do whatever they want to do. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But you want to see me? Don't come near me. We'll talk over the phone. You have chosen a life. I've chosen a life. I want to protect mine. I know people who react to malaria drugs. I hope you know. I'm a kind of person that reacts to every penicillin drug. If I'm treating bacterial infection and all that, I can't use augmentin or whatever it is. It reacts negatively in my body. I use other kind of family. But they are both antibacterials. There will be variant of all these things that will come out. Just take the one that work with your system. And if you have bacterial infection and you don't want to take care of yourself, don't come near me. That's it. It's simple. I'm not going to force you to take care of yourself. But if you don't take care of yourself, you can't come and infect me. That's what I feel. So if you are still thinking somebody want to plant antichrist, whatever within you, platform. Someone is asking if I've taken the vaccine. I've not had time to take it. In Nigeria, they are still giving it to the elderly and then the health workers. Whenever I have the chance, I'll go take it. I'm tired of the COVID test, people putting stuff in my stomach, in my nose, in my mouth, and all that. So that's it. Someone is still asking, say, what is the best choice, Baba? The best choice is the choice you make. The best choice is the choice you make. I will make my choice. Please make yours. Thank you. Saying vaccine is just a preventive measure. It's nothing spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about vaccine now. We have a virus outbreak. They develop a vaccine for it. They say take it. You say you don't want to take it. Well, what if you have the virus? Would I now embrace you because you didn't take it? It's not going to happen. And with the way the world is going, why do you take yellow fever vaccine? Ordinary South Africa, there you want to go, they will ask for your yellow fever stuff. Why don't you say you don't want to take it? I carry my yellow fever around. I went to Ghana just a few days ago. They needed my yellow fever. I have to have it. All those things, diseases are mutating. Only human beings don't want to progress. Bacteria are mutating. Viruses are mutating. Those microorganisms are mutating. They are causing much havoc than even human beings that think they are wise can cause. So the more they mutate, the more we also attack them. And the way we attack bacteria is even the way we attack virus. It depends on the kind of virus and also the kind of bacteria. So they now say, take care of yourself. You say you don't want to. You know you will not take it. Why don't you black people come together and also make a scientific research and create your own kind of vaccine if you don't trust the white man vaccine? But the fact that the virus is in town is real. So why don't you just take care of yourself? If you don't have what it takes to protect your home, won't you go and hire a security officer? So Alenumbe, nígbà tí orí wa ò ti pé ká ṣe vaccine tiwa tó bá fún wa la máa gbà o. That's the thing. Yes, even bacteria are mutating. Only human beings are staying stagnant. They will rather go to the back than move forward. Things are growing. Only human beings are just. Okay, I'm hearing something. Somebody say there is nothing spiritual. There was one pastor Oyinbo that took, a white pastor that took the vaccine. On taking it, he reported that he can no longer feel God. He can no longer feel the spiritual realm. We are not pastors now. Whatever pastor has to say. That pastor that cannot feel spiritual realm because of vaccine, put $2 million in his account. He will start speaking in tongues. Is it not pastors? Money is their God. Maybe he's broke at the time he took the vaccine. Maybe he was broke at the time he took the vaccine. So he can't feel. Pastors don't feel the anointing if money is not in sight. Pastors don't feel anointing if money is not. Money and ekebe. If pastors see money or they see sex, they will feel the anointing. Those are the two things that plug them into the spiritual realm. I understand what you are saying. I struggle with that. Thank you for your answer. By the way, what causes the earthquake, etc.? I'm still seeking knowledge. Did you do geography? If you did geography, you will know that the earth is the where do I start now? Just Google how. These things are too simple that I feel retarded trying to explain it. Yet, we need to explain. There are various parts of the earth that are prone to earthquake. Earthquake is a natural phenomenon, it's a natural occurrence, just like the tsunami also. This is a planet, and it is one of the smallest planets in the universe. When you stand in the Mars and you look at the earth will look smaller than the moon. So you are not spectacular. It is people that live on Earth that create a big heaven for themselves. Other planets are not thinking the way we are thinking. Some parts are prone to earthquake than some parts. Some are also volcanically activated than some parts. The concept of molten magma, this thing is making my tummy do somehow. Let's talk about this some other day. However, you can just go to Google and search what is causing earthquake. Search it. Search it, please. Search it. It's not a spiritual occurrence. It's not a spiritual occurrence. Earthquake is not, volcano is not a spiritual occurrence, tsunami is not a spiritual occurrence, hurricane is not a spiritual occurrence. Don't let, there's one pastor called Pastor Adeboye by the Redeemed there. Every year he say he's giving prophecy for the year. He'll be saying there will be fire outbreak, there will be water tsunami, there will be the, is that supposed to be a prophecy? When will there be, when fire will always break out, water will always overflow, especially with the low life that we live now, where we go to sand feed the oceans because we are looking, all the lands that are filled with thick bushes that have never been cut from the beginning of creation, we are not occupying those ones. We'll go and fill the ocean, push the water backward. Where is the water going? Is it going out of the planet? It will surely come back to us. So somebody will sit in his camp and be saying that there will be tsunami. Why would there be tsunami? Where the water you are chasing to the back, where is it coming from? Is it like people go to those churches or mosques to go and have their brain frontal lobe removed? These are normal things. Electrical appliances could actually just, somebody can just smoke cigarette and put it on the dry stuff, and then it will pick up and the wildfire will break up. I don't know. I don't understand. What's going on? Are those supposed to even be spiritual? What's going on? Those are normal things. Àtayébáyé ni iná ti ń jó, lòjó nìjì ti ń jà. Since the world began, there's been hurricane, there's been tsunami, there's been fire outbreak. These are normal things. If you don't cause them, they will not cause you. They will not come to you. If you don't trigger them, they will not. Somebody now say nation will not fight nation. When are nations, when last did you hear that all nations are at peace with themselves? Ordinary jollof is causing problem between Ghana and Nigeria. Ordinary jollof, non-living thing like jollof that is cooked by people. Ordinary jollof, Ghana jollof, and people are taking it personal. People can take jollof matter personal. Don't you think if they have weapons and ammunition to fight their battle, they will unleash it on themselves? Somebody will not tell you nation will rise against nation. When will nation not rise against nation? What do you think is happening? So they follow political trend and they turn into prophecy. Why are you allowing them to do this to you? Why? You are intelligent one at it. You are better than that. Way better than all that. Let's close the service. Let's close the service for today. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọrùn tí ò jẹ́ kórí ó jábọ́ o. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ apá tí ò jẹ́ kọ́wọ́ já. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹsẹ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kí ènìyàn dúró. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ orí tí ò jẹ́ ká ṣìnà. We thank our ancestors. We thank the power of the water. We thank the power of the air. We thank fire. We also thank the earth for holding us strong. May we not go astray in our life. May we not live a dumb life. May we not be taken for granted by those we love. May those we chase with rats not chase us back with snakes. May our life be better than before. When we come to the full understanding that wisdom starts by allowing others to win also. When we come to the full understanding that greatness starts by looking for the greatness of others. In this life that we have come, may we not live life like a snake that passes across or over a rock without leaving any mark. May our life be monumental. May our memories be awesome for people to remember. May the children after us be able to also venerate our energy. Àṣẹ, kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àṣẹ, kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní igbe kíké ní gbé ẹyẹ lóko. Kóṣẹkóṣẹ báyìí lákọ̀ṣẹ. Kò sẹ́ni tí ń fo iṣẹ́ nu tí ń tu dànù. Látòní lọ, ọmọ aráyé ò ní tu wá dànù. Bíná bá bọ́ sórí pápá, á jó. Bómi bá bọ́ sórí ọ̀gbẹlẹ̀, á ràn. Kógo wa ó ràn kárí ayé o. Àgbéjó àgbéyọ̀ báyìí là ń gbé ọmọ tuntun. Àtọmọdé àtàgbà kí wọ́n máa gbé wa gbéjó, kí wọ́n máa gbé wa gbéyọ̀. Ọkùnrin ṣe wá lóore, kóbìnrin ṣe wá lóore, ọmọdé ó ṣe wá lóore, àgbà ṣe wá lóore. Kí gbogbo ẹni tí ń fẹ́ ti wá níre, káwọn náà ó pé bí òkú tó, kiri ó máa bá wọn ní gbogbo tí wọ́n wà. Àṣẹ o, kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àṣẹ, kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àṣẹ, kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Please don't forget the announcement, the students. It's going to happen. Our classes are holding Sunday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And also, no more consultation on WhatsApp again, strictly on Telegram. And you can check the information flowing below to see the way to reach out to me on Telegram. Thank you very much for joining in today. Ó dìgbà kan náà o. Ire o.